Yeah, so I think recently God has really been um, challenging me on what is important. I think is the biggest thing I've been learning, because freshman and sophomore year of college, the dream was to be a fighter pilot. The dream was to be a fighter pilot, and that's what I was going for. Like, my academics didn't even really matter at the time. It was, I want to be a fighter pilot. That's what I've wanted to do for years. And I never really imagined anything else. A couple weeks ago, I got medically disqualified from ever being able to fly in the military. It wasn't something that had a serious impact on my health, but it's just some little small medical problem that they deemed made me incapable to fly. And that was so frustrating, especially because it didn't feel like a genuine reason that I couldn't fly. It was like they were trying to nitpick, and find some reason. And yeah, I got disqualified, and it was super frustrating. Obviously, like for a couple of days, I was kind of mourning it, really disheartened, thinking, oh, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I thought I was going to fly in the military. I thought I was going to fly beyond the military, and now I don't feel like I have any direction. And especially coming, in the spring semester of my senior year, that was not what I wanted to hear it, or what I wanted to hear as I was like trying to plan out my entire next stage of my life. But yeah, I honestly expected it to be much more sad than I was, or at least longer. But I think God stepped in like that. It's like almost I don't know, the depression that I was expecting to feel from being told that my dream job can no longer be my dream job. It didn't last long. Like, it didn't last long at all. And I think I was overjoyed, by the fact that, like, just other things that were happening in my life. I think the joy of knowing that I was like graduating from Penn, the joy of knowing that I'm getting married this summer, and the joy of knowing that like God is still in control. It really stepped in, and it took away all that fear and depression for the future. And that wasn't the response I was expecting to have at all. But I think God was really working in my heart and saying like, hey, I'm still in control. And yeah, even though you feel humbled right now, even you feel upset, I still have so much more for you. Like, you're still graduating, you're still getting married. And that's so much more exciting. And I think a part where Christian Union stepped in there, and like, it's the first people I called were people from Christian Union. The first person I called was my friend Ethan, who's been in Bible course with me ever since freshman year. He's going to be a groomsman even at my wedding. And then the next person I called was Theron, who's my Bible course leader. And yeah, those were like the immediate people I turned to, because like I knew they knew how to encourage me. I knew that they had the right advice to say. They knew my story very well. They knew my dreams and my hopes for the future. And they were able to just like fill in the gap with truth about God being in control over the situation. And I trusted them, and so I felt comfortable going to them. And they're just people that I've always felt comfortable going to. Theron has been an incredible leader, someone who's really challenged my inclinations as as a selfish student. That's been one of the most difficult but beneficial relationships ever. And then just all the people, all the friends I made in Bible course, especially Ethan and Jackson Foltz, have just been like really encouraging me along the way. And that's what like leads me to my new dream. Like, freshman, sophomore year, my dream was to be a pilot, but I just think my dream now is to do ministry along my future wife, whatever that looks like. I don't know what my career is going to be. She's going to be a nurse. She wants to take nursing abroad and do missions alongside of that. So like bringing both nursing to, towns that need it and the gospel. And so whatever I can do to serve alongside her, I'm looking into it. But yeah, I'm still serving in the military, and we'll find what God has for me. But it's just been cool how my dreams have shifted from being a fighter pilot to doing ministry alongside someone I love. So yeah, I think that's how God has been working these past couple months in my life.